Good morning, good morning. Hello, everyone. Or good evening, good afternoon, good night. I don't know. I realize I say good morning all the time because it's morning here, but it may not be morning when you see this. Welcome to my channel. This is Tanya at SideGigCrafts, and I am going to be making some tags today. We've got some goodies here on the desk, some things to work with. I've got some old book page, some cardstock. I've got the back side of a card. We're going to make that the back. I've got this beautiful paper image. I'm going to use this one. And then I've got this one. Some book page. And I hope you're all doing well. I'm going to use this one. I think I'm going to use this one. I may change my mind. This actually might be more... Actually, I can make a really nice journaling card. It's big. That's why I'm debating on this one. But I think we can make something fun with that. And another tag or two with that. Oops, not this one. Isn't he cute, you guys? I want to scan him into the computer. He's darling. I don't remember if there's a date on this picture. I think this is just a magazine page. I love him. Nope, no date on it. But look at the Chesterfield. The ad is, it's going to be older picture, but I absolutely love this. But he wasn't supposed to be on my desk yet. All right, that's a different project. So I thought we'd just make a few tags today. Nothing crazy. You know me, I end up taking way too long on my crafts anyway. My videos end up being a little bit longer than I intend to, always. That's just me. But I also like to get things done. So there's glue here. Got my coffee, I got my papers. I got my friend, because it's always better with a friend, right? All right, we're going to get started on this. I'm still trying to make items. Actually, I want to use my tear ruler for this part. I want to make items that will be available when I'm working on journals so that I can just stick them in there just to have some supplies ahead of time. It makes it so much easier when we do that. And look, I can use this one too. And I'm just trying to get ahead of things. This one's going to be too tall. I'm debating how far, because I'm going to end up cutting his tail off if I go too crazy with this, but it's way too tall. And I really like, excuse me, I'm sorry, this part up here, but I could potentially put that on the other side of the tag as well, so I don't have to get rid of it. But let's just line that up right there. That should be good. And then what we'll do is we'll put this on the back side of the tag as part of it. We'll just leave that whole strip on because it's wide enough to go all the way across. All right, so there's that. Now what I could do, let's go ahead and tear this one off as well, because this would make a good, this one would make more of a good journaling card. Use the whole image. Actually, he could be a good journaling card too. There we go. You still need to back it. Could potentially back it on that, but that's still not that firm. It's nice paper, but it's not. Actually, that would make a cute pocket, wouldn't it? I think I just changed my mind. We're making a pocket out of that one right there. There's my pocket. We'll just take a little punch out of the middle. See, you know, sometimes it's okay not to have a plan, because this is probably going to be a much better plan. Pockets are good. We need pockets. All right. And so what I'm going to do really quick, since I'm thinking about it, is we're just going to call this one done. Actually, I will go back and sew around this one. I've got a pile up by my sewing machine of things that I need to sew now. So once those are done, I'll probably show you guys those as completed projects. Maybe on Finish It Friday, if I can finish it. I'm actually off work tomorrow and Friday, so that'll be nice. I still need to get my challenge awards sent out and finished and sent out. I was adding to them, so they're still sitting on my desk, and I gotta get those out to you guys. There we go. There's a pocket. There's a pocket. I love this. This is pretty. I'll probably add, well, I don't know. I don't know if I'll add anything to it. Maybe some distress. Let's add some distress. I do want that. I feel like it feels slightly displaced on my desk. The items on my desk are a little bit different than they usually are. I've got my my bullet journal pens out, and I'm not used to seeing those lately, and it's kind of nice to see them. If you guys haven't seen my bullet journal, I know not everybody's here for that, and that's not everybody's thing. Don't worry, I'm not changing my channel. I'm just adding to it. So hit those videos you like. And, you know, I don't expect everybody to watch every single video. There's no way in the world. How could you do that? How could you? I spend way too much time making videos. I don't expect you to watch every single one. But I do appreciate the ones that you do. So definitely watch the ones that fit and pass on the other ones. It's okay. I'm not mad. I do all kinds of stuff, so I don't expect everything to be everybody's cup of tea. All right, so there we go. And then I'll sew around the edges of this one. I think it's nice. I think it's simple. I think it's nice. When it's time, I can put a statement right here. I think that'll be beautiful. All right, there's one project done. A sip of coffee, I think. All right. Next. With warm thoughts and best wishes for a wonderful holiday season, blessed with peace and happiness. Do I care if I cover that? I don't care if I cover that. But this is too tall, so that won't work at all. I rhymed. Oh my gosh, I didn't mean to do that. This could be kind of fun to use. Well, it won't cover that though. Alrighty. How about, I got some is that wide enough? Almost. Let's see if I've got something else that is wide enough. Actually, I could put, that's pretty. Got a box of cardstock over here. I know you guys can't see. Forgive me. There's something that's already done that's in my scrap box. Old MacDonald had a farm. That doesn't belong there. Got some belly bands in here. I should probably just take out of here because they don't belong in here either. How did this stuff get in here? I've got little pet themed belly bands, some blank ones. These are pretty much done. I just need to put those in the finished box so I can use them when it's time, right? How in the world do these things get here? There's another belly band. It's pretty, actually. I really like the colors. Maybe I'll use those somehow. I could turn them into clusters too. I've got napkins in this. This must have been a box. This is the box that the cat dumped on the floor, and I just picked everything and scooped it up and put it in here. I think that's what this box is. I could use that somehow today. That is exactly what this box is. I'm going to use up some of this Christmas scrap paper, I think. Not that one, because I really like that one. Let's use this one. I'm kind of honestly tired of looking at it. All right. As much as I like it, I'm just tired of looking at it. We're going to, first of all, we're going to get a straight edge on here. It can be torn, but we're going to get a straight edge. That didn't work. All right, well, we're going to get a different straight edge. We'll get a real straight edge. All right, and then let's put this on here. Do you guys do that too? It's like you like the paper, but it's been sitting there so long. It's like, just use it already. Yeah, I feel like that sometimes. Like I really like it, but It's time. It's time to be done with it. And it's a good way to use up those Christmas scraps. There. And no one will be the wiser, except for all of us. I mean, we'll know, right? We'll know because we watched me do it. Okay, and then we'll tear off this part. I'm gonna end up sewing around this one too. I really like this. Gretchen's building her nest over here if you guys hear some scratching. She's got her little yellow cushion here in the corner. And she is digging in. Oh, she must be cold. She's all wrapped up in a little ball. My Buffy. My Buffy. She's a good girl. Oops. I almost went the wrong way. I want to put this on it. I actually kind of want to go and leave a little border on this one. I'm going to tear this if I can. So it's a little bit rougher. But I'm going to leave a little matte so that this paper shows around the outside. I think it's going to give it a really nice touch. Even though it's fragile, it'll be okay because if it breaks and tears a little bit, that's all right. It's going to be sewn, so it won't go too far. And it'll be glued, of course. But I think it'll be nice. And we'll just go up here because that's a torn edge already. I'll fix it, but because I want it to be about the same around. There we go. And that'll give us a nice journaling spot on the back. Leave just a little room. Well, that didn't work, did it? But it's not bad because it's just got a little bit on the outside. So maybe I'll rough that side up again. Maybe I'll just do it this way. And then kind of work this one maybe. This paper is pretty brittle too, so it's old. I kind of like it though. Yeah? I should have distressed around the outside. I think I can get a little distressing in here. Not too much, just a little. You can see how the paper's kind of chipping away. That's okay. Once it's sewn, it'll at least stay on the back. And if it chips away, it's okay. It's fine. I like this. I think it's nice. It'll be beautiful with the stitching. Okay, so I think, oh, we were gonna put, where'd that little piece go? Come on, where'd the little piece go? It's a little piece, there it is. Just this one. I'm gonna put this just at the back. I don't know what it is, what it says, but I feel like it belongs. So should I put it back on there? Maybe I should put it up here. Does it matter? I don't know. That's a good question. I'll tear this just a little shorter. And we are going to distress this just a little bit more. And I hope I'm putting it the right side up. I think the red box was on the bottom corner. I can't read it, but I think that's where that was. So I'm going to put this back this way, up here. There we go. That'll end up getting sewn on. I think it's nice. It kind of ties it back to the front. Okay, so that one's done for now. Let's look at this beautiful owl. And I'm thinking this is going to make 2 journal cards. That's my thought on this one. Let's just get out. Well, let's get this up. Let's just do it this way. It's just as easy. And I kind of like to just, I mean, they don't have to be the same size, technically, but so there's 2 journaling cards. I think I'm going to make this one just a little smaller this way. There, I like that. And I think I want to make this one just a little smaller this way. There, I think that'll be a better fit. Okay. I'd like to do the same thing with the lined paper on the back of these, but I think it will show through and it won't add any strength, so we're going to still have to put something on the back here. I'd put that, but that'll show through too, so it's going to have to be white, so I guess we're using Christmas paper again. There we go. Next year, I won't even miss this paper. I think I've been using it 2 Christmases in a row and received items made with it from swaps. So I've seen a lot of it. A lot of it. And it's beautiful, but I'm done. Oh, I'm just done. There we go. Oh, you know what I would like to do to these? I'd like to put some black paint spotters on it. So I'll hold on to that one. We'll do that together too. Before we call it good. So I think that would definitely add some interest. So yeah, these are all just old book pages, and well, not, I don't know that these are old actually. These might not be, but just stuff that's in my box, things that I need to use, things that I really like. These were pages. I think BB might have given me these in one of our exchanges. They're so pretty, and I wanted to use them, and I think this is a great way to use them. So there we go. And I think I'd kind of like to do the same thing here, but I'm going to use scissors this time. Well, I actually probably should do it exactly the same way so that they look like a cohesive couple. Because if they go in the same journal, which they very well could and probably should, as they are similar, they will look cohesive. So what we'll do is we'll make this a little easier on myself. Give myself a little more room to work with. And we'll just tear it from the start, yeah? Oh, that was easy. This isn't gonna be. Look how it's just tearing up. We'll work at that, okay. Cohesive, my foot. This one didn't tear at all the same as the other one did it? That's okay. It's close. It's not bad. It's all right. It's not bad. All right, and then I think we've got one more of those. All right, we need a card for the back. This one. That Christmas paper is toast. It's not big enough, what's left. So, close. I'm not gonna use that one. How about this one? Might as well. Might as well. I like this one though, a lot more. I haven't seen this one as much. And you know me, I like the cooking food themes all the time. There we go. This one. There we go. All right, so let's put, will that one fit? No, I have to use another page. Or I could put, I've got scraps of book page here too. I could put, oh, there's another scrap of that. I'm not opposed to that. Except it won't go around the edge. That won't work for me. Okay, let's just get another page. I have more. Just trying not to use it all up, you know? Just trying. I mean, how many times are you gonna find these old, really, really old notebooks that little Bobby didn't finish writing in? Not very often. Probably all the time. I just don't see them. They're probably quite common. I don't know. I've got to get back to that antique bookstore. I'm kind of looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. See if I can get a little more edge on this one. I still, okay, so I bought the alphabet stamps from Amazon. I did do that, but otherwise I still haven't gone craft shopping yet this year. Today being the 10th. So I'm kind of proud of myself. Just using what I have here at the house. You know, it's nice to realize you have what you need here at this here. You don't have to go get more. Sometimes that's really fun to be able to dig through your stash. I know I'm blessed. I have plenty. I want to do these. I'd like to use some kind of a blue paper with these though. Maybe not this one necessarily, but this one for sure. But it's been really nice to not have to go shop. I've been online and a couple of things I've looked at. I'm like, oh, I really, really want this. Then I'm thinking about it. I'm like, oh, I don't know. I don't know that I want to break my trend here. I'm doing so good. I'm trying to save money, not spend it. And in part because there are those things that I want. There's things that are going to be that I do want later, and I won't have the money. And anyway, trying to be more intentional, you guys. I'm trying. It's hard. Otherwise, I need to put some money away if I don't need to spend it. All right, let's see here. Do I have... Okay. This is just paper, but it's fairly sturdy. It doesn't need to be, I'm not thinking of matting it. I'm thinking of just making it sturdier. I wanted something blue for that one if I can find it. I have gray I could use for this one, would be kind of fun. I don't know about the polka dots though. So I have, here's a blue. Is this too, this is the wrong, that's really the wrong shade, but it kind of, with her dress, I don't know, maybe. You guys are probably like, no, that one's nice actually, but it's not big enough. Here's, this might be perfect. Oh yeah, I think that's the one right there. I think that's one. I need to tear the edges to make it match, but I think that's the color I want. You know what would be nice too is to make this kind of a, maybe an over the page journaling card. That would be nice. Let's do that with that one. Let's just do that with that one before I forget what I'm gonna do. We're gonna tear the pages, the edges, so that it has that look. See how I could do this. I need one of those edger things, don't I? It's too hard with scissors. But this can be difficult too. See? See what I mean? Some of y'all can just tear this stuff like magic with rulers, but I struggle. It slips and slides everywhere. Probably using the wrong ruler, huh? Something in my house is beeping and I don't know what it is. Wonder if that's Chloe's computer. Did I tear both of those edges? I don't know. That one's fine. Okay, so there's that picture. I feel like I want to tear this edge just a little more, and I hope I don't mess it up. Perfect. That fits just a little better. And I'm going to go this way too. I don't need that much on top. There. That'll give us a little more to fold over. I'll probably sew this one too. I'm just going to have a lot of sewing to do, aren't I? But I think that would finish it off beautifully. Go, and I'll just go around probably. Okay, and then we're going to do a fold over journaling spot. So we'll just fold out the best we can. And then what I'm going to do is put, I think I'm going to put two pieces of paper, one here and then one here. And we're going to still use this, but I think I'm going to tear it straight this time. Or I could just put it this way. Oh. No, because I want it matted by the blue. So we're going to tear it. This way. This edge off. Well, here, let's do it this way. I'm gonna tear this, where's my fold out? Right there. So we're gonna tear this right about here. As I move it up, I think I'm gonna go right here. That'll give me a shorter piece up here. And I feel like it's still just a little wider than I want. I don't want it to show on the other side of this one. This one, that's why. Look at all these little papery messes I'm making. Go. That leaves some space to journal. Then we have this one down here. I'll need to trim this one up just a little bit too. And I'm going to go on this side as well. Yep, there we go. There. All right, we've got that. I could put something here too. I need to put something there too, but I'm not sure what yet. I've got another one of those dancing pictures, but that's not the one I was talking about. There's another, but I don't think it'll fit there anyway. So I think we're done with that for now. I will end up putting something there. I just don't know what. Maybe a cluster or something. I don't know. I don't know. I think it'll present itself at the time. So we'll go ahead and put that aside for now. Let's make another. What did I decide about this one? Do you remember? I kind of like it and I kind of don't. I feel like maybe we need to go more vintage with this one. Maybe with a brown border, or actually if that's white enough, it would be perfect. See, I kind of like the brown, but adding color to it's nice. This one has a metallic sheen. That could be nice. That could be really nice, actually. And I'm actually not opposed to leaving. We can make this a journaling card, leaving this empty for, not empty, we need to put something there. Maybe a cluster. I think I'm going to trim. Okay, hang on a second. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to sew, or not sew. I'm going to glue this edge right here so I can still work with it, okay? But it'll be in place. And then what I want to do, use my paper cutter because I can cut straighter lines. I'm going to cut the bottom there. And then I want to put maybe like a cluster of papers right here. Something kind of, something like some book page or some book page out, some older book page, not kids book page, because that would look weird. Or, ooh, I have some music. Yes, 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 yes. And I have this piece of brittle wedding march, and I have this brittle piece down here that's falling off anyway. I want to scan that so it's still sitting there for me to scan. I think this is going to be beautiful. Look, what if we put this here? Something like that, maybe. That music probably needs to be in the front because they're dancing. that. Would that be beautiful? I think it would. We're going to start with that. That's what we're going to do. Because they're dancing. This is going to start down here. Stick that up as far as we can. I'm only gluing that piece down, but I'm using this to measure where it needs to go. And then this one, here, let's tear this way. We'll go up here to the top. Stick out just a little, and that's perfect. And then this one's going to be glued down really well because it is so brittle. You saw how it just broke off. I even want to keep that piece that's hanging off right there. Because it's really cool. I still feel like it needs something more in here. Maybe something like this. Just kind of poking out the edge right there. What do you think about that? Is it the right color, wrong color? Should I use... I think we'll use that because then it'll coordinate with this one, right? So we'll use that. And what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to do it this way. I'm going to put glue right here so it can catch that just on the edge. And I'll tear the ends down so that they're not sticking out like that. But let's do one thing at a time here. So those are connected. And then we will put some glue all over this part. And again, I'll be sewing this down so it won't, it'll be, that'll finish it. I like it. This will make a really pretty card front too. And then a sentiment can be put here or something. I feel like it's missing something right here. I don't know what, but I'm going to leave it alone for now. As I come back again, once the journal grows and things start getting put into it, you kind of get a little bit better feel of what needs to be there. Being that I don't know what I'm using this for yet, this is perfect. So I feel like this could still, wait a minute, I'm going to stick this piece under here before it's too late. I think this could go in here and actually help feel complete. Does that look better? I think it does. Yep. There we go. It's almost like it followed through. This piece doesn't. Okay, there we go. There's that. And let's see if we can get one more in. Still debating on these pieces, so I don't know. Let's see if I can find another one. I don't have to think too hard. Let's use this one as a journal card, and then that'll be the last one today, I think. Because we've gotten quite a bit done. I'll let you see what we did. We'll go back and check it out together. So I just need paper for the back of this one. Do I have more of that Christmas paper? Do I? This is too narrow. What's that? I thought I did. but I must not because I don't see it anywhere. Oh, I do see it. I think this will fit. Sure will. Look at that. I used a Christmas scrap even. I'm not mad. I like it. If I use up all my Christmas scraps during the year, then I can buy new Christmas stuff next year. Well, probably not, because these are just my scraps. I still have plenty of Christmas. Plenty of it. Which I also need to get ahead of this year. Because I didn't this last year. You guys, I never even got my Christmas cards out, and I am so sorry. Those of you who sent me cards, thank you so much. I did receive a handful. I showed some of them in videos, and I apologize to those I didn't get to. It's the busiest time of the year for retail. You probably have heard rumors about that before. And it just got away with me, and I apologize. There's a couple that I didn't get to show, and I'm sorry about that. But I hope to get something out to each of you for Valentine's Day. So I do have them set aside so I know who to send them to. And I'm hoping to do that. I think I like this kind of torn. I think I like this just like that. Ooh. Well, it looks like I made more journaling cards than tags today, doesn't it? My pictures were a bit bigger. Kind of suited the supplies a little better to do journaling cards. We can still call it Tag Tuesday, right? It still counts, doesn't it? I think so. All right, so we've got... I don't think this one's probably done either. This will definitely need some kind of... Well, I still do want to do splatters, so I don't think we're done. We're still going to splatter these. I just need to clean up this mess off my desk, and so I don't get paint on everything I have. Some things it don't matter, but other things it really does. So let's set these things aside, get a sip of coffee. It's cold now, which tells me I've probably run out of time. I'll get some these here. My scraps, we're just going to scooch to the side. Some of these things I will actually throw away, but believe it or not. Or I can hold on to them and we can do some collaging tomorrow. Either way. But I need to put... I'm not going to use that page. And what else? The back of something that I'm not going to use. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know. Let's go ahead and put these here. I already have black splatters all over so many things here. I still want to do this one. I guess if I'm doing this one, I kind of have to do this one. Maybe I'm not black splattering those. And those. So that's it, really, just those. Which is fine. It's perfect. Now, where's my brush? I had a splatter brush that I was using specifically for splatter. There it is. And I've got my wet wipe here. Actually, I'm going to put that over this part, over some things here that I don't want to get messed up. And let's go for it. I'm going to use, this is just watered down, like really watered down, black acrylic paint. And I don't want too big of splatters. I really should have covered that tiger's face. I'm going to kind of... Ooh. Oops, I didn't want it on the owl's face either. How are we gonna do that? It's going everywhere except where I want it. Ridiculous. Come on. All right, that's probably pretty good. I'm getting a little crazy here. Getting just a little crazy. All right, so that's that. Kind of wipe off my brush with the wipey. Close this up. Really good at spilling. Really good at it. If you guys think that my crafts are good, I'm really good at spilling. Really good. And making messes. All right, and I did splatter on a couple things I didn't intend to, but I think we'll be all right. All right, so there we go. These will dry, and that splatter is going to soak in, and it'll be just perfect. So I will show you these now, and I think we're going to call it good until, well, maybe on Finish It Friday I'll have these sewn up, and we can, you know, do something more if we need to. But for now, I think we're done with these. Thank you guys. We did some fun ones. We've got the over the page journaling spot, so that'll go tucked over the page and it'll be clipped. And so we've got the back to decorate. We're going to do something with that yet, but for now this is what we've got. We'll sew around the edges. It's going to be gorgeous. And then we've got this one that kind of coordinates with that, and little journaling. Oh, I forgot to put the paper on the back. I'll do that offline though. I'm going to put the journaling paper on the back of this so that it'll be a journaling card. And also around that as well. And then we've got this journaling card with the paper on the back. And this journaling card with the paper on the back. We're going to sew around all of these. This one was the first one that we did. Again, we've got that on the back. Oops, I'm stacking them. That was not a good idea. They're still wet. And then we've got this one. I don't know which way it goes. I think it goes this way. And that one's got the journaling on the back too. So we'll sew around that one as well. So this one and this one will have the little tabs on them. Probably I'll find a fabric that's gonna, and this one too. Well, probably all of them, and we'll finish them up. But I hope you guys enjoyed that quick process. I got a few things done today, and that way it'll be, you know, I'll be ahead of the game when I need something for journals this year. And we used up some things that needed to be used. So thank you all for watching. Thank you for stopping by. I'd love to hear your comments and suggestions in the comment box. I love to hear from you guys. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next video. Take care, you guys. Bye-bye.